All right, everybody. Good morning. How are you? Let's see what's going on today. What wants to come in? Welcome to Friday. Hope you're doing well. All right, so we have a full moon in Leo next week. I've been talking about that a lot. That reading yesterday, kind of a random for whoever reading yesterday that really focused on our next level learning and how we experience relationship from a next level direction. I don't know. It came out of nowhere. So if you're interested, there's a link to that reading. We'll put that in the description box if you can truck on over there after you're done here. Grace and gratitude underneath. Through gratitude, joy expands. If you are looking for a private reading, I haven't done private readings in a while. I am thinking of doing some astrology readings. So if you're a part of Pathfinders, you're going to get first dibs on those. So if you're not part of Pathfinders, it's a good time to be part of Pathfinders. Okay. In the flow, you could also check out the other readers on my channel, on my website. Go look at that. Wise Leader. Wow. Wise Leader and Finding Sanctuary. This definitely feels like a quiet moment. I know I've got the two dogs here and they're just like a little mental. We've got a lot of snow going on outside. Yay! I love snow days. I know a lot of people hate snow days because it's a disruption to their lives, but I was just reading an article. I put it on my own personal Facebook page. It might show up in Instagram because I think we're connected, but really is about those moments in time when we would have snow days. I've grown up in New England, so we have snow days here, and just the memory of them and the sledding and the kind of an unexpected day off was just so delightful. And I really feel like it gave us a chance to be friends with kids that we weren't normally friends with, because we would show up at the snow hill and everybody would show up at the snow hill to go sledding. So let's see where we're going here today with this reading. This does feel quite a bit like a going inside moment, a time to be inside, because pretty soon the leadership capabilities that we each have are going to be called upon very directly. Okay. So you might be like, okay, well, the world is lots of stuff going on in the world. And, I'm just kind of hunkering down, or I'm being very internal right now. And like, what am I supposed to do? Or am I supposed to do something? You will be called when the moment is right for you to be called. Yep, that's right. Ace of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Keep getting the Fool energy here. And the 6 of Swords. Wow. 9 of Cups and Justice. Beautiful energy here. There's like an ending of a productivity type of focus, and a direct energy toward like helping each other or some other kind of goal, right? If you're, I was raised in the United States. There's a lot of focus on money and resources. It's a capitalist country. Nobody has to tell you that. And so there's definitely something here that we're looking for different kinds of, well, not different kinds. We're looking for satisfaction, fulfillment, being fulfilled in what we do every day, recognizing our own gifts, helping other people, doing things that are being of service. Okay. So those are the things we're kind of moving forward into, right, with this wise leader energy. And there's just a time of like preparing for that. King of Pentacles, boy, he keeps coming out. King of Pentacles, the Temperance cards. There's Capricorn and Sagittarius, Queen of Swords. That's going from earth energy to fire and air. That is very much what 2025 is all about. The outer planets are moving from earth energy and water energy into air and fire. So Uranus is in Taurus right now. Uranus has gone direct. It's going to be moving into Gemini this summer. Pluto has already moved into Aquarius. And Neptune is still in Pisces, but it's going to be moving into Aries. It's going to wobble back, and then it's going to full on 2026. So those outer planets are generational planets. So they impact us all. And in sort of a like a migratory kind of way, a way like it's moving us toward different concerns, different interests, different ways of being. Pluto in Aquarius, the Aquarian, the age of Aquarius. And are we going, what's the timeline we're choosing for that? Are we choosing something that is, run by robots and AI? That's very Aquarian energy. Or are we choosing to be of service in a way that is like more utopian kind of a thing? So a dystopian fantasy or a utopian kind of way. And we are in charge of making that choice right now. The moon, the 10 of Wands, and the devil energy, more Capricorn energy. This is the full moon in Leo, which has been louder than I thought. That new moon in Aquarius was a big deal about planting the seeds of what kind of future are you looking to create for yourself and your family and your life. But then also as a leader, as a healer, like what's your vote on that? What do you want to create? And I just feel like there's a sense of the collective being the ones that make the choice. Okay. But there has to be a choice to like move on from a particular way of doing things that maybe that's all we've known. No, that's not maybe. It's all we've known. And so we're making a choice to move toward a timeline. The collective is being led by spiritual teachers and healers and guides and mystics. The collective, the spiritual collective, more people waking up, more people opening up to this new way of living. And it's not a dystopian fantasy. It's something that would be more utopian. This is dystopian. This is 10 of Wands and the Capricorn energy, sort of the fantasy of the few, sort of having all the resources and all the people sort of just being, in a like a slave state, which is something that's very challenging to think about. Or is there some kind of utopian thing when we're not really focused on these kinds of resources? We're focused on our communities. We're focused on helping each other. We're focused on, whatever we're focused on. And there's just this feeling of peace and joy and light. Okay, so those are two different things. The Wheel of Fortune, the 7 of Swords, and the Death card. Wow. Death and Devil here. This is the end of a lie. The end of a lie. 7 of Swords. What is this lie about? Because this is the truth. The truth is coming in to bring us onto a new path. And this is the lie. The 7 of Swords. What is the lie? Five of Swords. 4 of Cups. Page of Cups. 4 of Pentacles. The lie that I feel like the collective has been I'm going to use this word, victim of a lot of manipulation. And so there's a sense of like, I'm fighting for something that actually hurts me, but I don't realize it hurts me because I'm still living in a bubble of a lie, right? I'm fighting for something that really harms the planet, harms the health of my family, harms, the food supply, harms the climate, harms everything. But I think I'm being told that it's a good thing, so I'm fighting for it. And so there's a sense of like, oh, wow, that's all been a lie. No longer fighting for the lie, because Queen of Swords is about the truth. And this is what is happening with the spiritual community, that we're opening up to the timeline of health and happiness, expansion, everybody being able to sort of live in a joyful way, not feeling trapped or held down or anything like that. And that has all been a lie. And the death card coming here, the 10 of Wands is like 10 weeks. Let me use my timing deck here. Oh, well, I'll use the printed version. We printed these. 10 weeks. So that puts us, let's see, if we're talking middle of February with the full moon in Leo, right? With the moon here, and then 10 weeks. Then we are really at March, April, sort of the end of April, beginning of May. Okay, something about that. Let me see about the timing. When you heal your heart, that's a directive to a lot of the spiritual community in time for Gemini season. Yep. And Sagittarius season, in time for Sagittarius season. So that's interesting. Gemini and Sag. We have Jupiter going direct in Gemini. We don't have anything really in Sagittarius right now. So there's definitely something at the end of the year that's connected to this. Right now, what's being asked of us as spiritual leaders, because if you're on my channel, you are definitely not blocked off to this. You're somebody who's opening up your spiritual path. You're somebody who is part of this, part of healing and teaching and being a guide. Those of you on my channel, you know that you're healers and teachers and guides and mystics and shamans. That's why you come to this channel, because this is the community that's here in the flow, finding sanctuary, and really stepping into being a wise leader. Like even more so, I'm going to look at this because this Wheel of Fortune says that we're being called to sort of expose the lie. Justice is also here. Being called to expose the lie. So what is the wise leader? A lot of you are stepping into being wise leaders right now. That's the Judgment card. That's the Crossroads card. Queen of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. Yeah. So this is about finding, it's like, I don't know if you're putting it together, that this whole thing about your passion and what you want to do for work is really part of a patchwork or a quilt of all of us doing our work. Okay. And this is creating something that is really divine. The Ten of Cups. So you have your piece. I have my piece. Your friend has their piece. We're all being called to just do what we need to do. So you don't need to get outside of your lane. Okay. Just do what's in front of you. I'm really feeling the energy of this friend of mine, Linda, who was a neighbor of mine when I was living in a different part of Maine. And this was maybe in 06, 07, 08. And she just kept saying to me, just do the work that's in front of you. Do what just appears to you. You don't have to go and save the world. You just need to be paying attention to your guides, going in the direction that you're feeling called to go in. Some of you, there is this feeling of real flow right now. Some of you are finding that sanctuary, grace and gratitude. There's just this peaceful energy about it, despite what's going on in the world, which can be very upsetting and can be, sort of really topsy-turvy right now. You will be called when the moment is right. You will be called. Hermit, teacher, Six of Cups, Queen of Cups. Oh, look at all of this beautiful divine feminine energy in the Page of Pentacles. There's something more to learn. You will not be called until you know exactly what you need to know. Whatever that is. It could be experiential. It could be, reading a book, coming across a certain experience in your life, having a person show up again in your life. Whatever it is, it's your unique journey. And it's almost like, don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Okay? Don't worry about what everybody else is saying, what everybody else is doing. Just focus on your own learning your own path, what you're here to do. Let me get a little bit of, let's use this. This is the Ascension deck. I usually use this in twin flame readings, but let's use it right now. Open your heart, set loving boundaries. This is one of the lessons. Merkaba activation, ground, shield, protect. I think I might need to read you that. Voyager's journey, past life healing. This is all the things you should be working on right now. I don't like the word should. These are all the things you might be called. You may be called reunion, reconciling differences. This is a yin yang card. This is about the world being called into a path of love. It has something to do with this Merkaba activation. Okay. I'm going to read this to you. Merkaba activation. Oopsie. Come on back. There we go. Your spiritual light body is housed within a sacred geometrical shape called a Merkaba star. It is your soul chariot, which is encoded with divine love and programmed to wake you up to your true self. As you remove energetic interference and raise your vibration, it prompts your energetic field to emit signals that are distinct to your unique soul frequency, creating a direct line of spiritual communication between you and the higher realms. This six-pointed star acts as your soul's vehicle that transports your higher consciousness and enables you to ascend into higher spiritual dimensions. It contains your emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical being. In every timeline, space, dimension, and reality. It also shields and protects you while anchoring your energy into the earth. This card suggests that you program your ascension vehicle with specific intentions. This will help transmute lower frequency energies that have blocked you from achieving your greater good, which will raise your energetic frequency. Activating and elevating your electromagnetic field generates your higher good and brings your heart's desires into form. So this is really calling us to utilize. I have a Merkaba pendulum. Maybe I'll use that in the extended to ask some questions. Okay, so set loving boundaries, past life healing, and reconciling differences, reunion. Some of you, that twin flame reading yesterday that I did talks about coming back into connection with masculine, feminine, coming back into a connection and coming at it from a healed perspective. The wounds being worked on and healed individually. And the masculine really going through the sausage grinder recently, and the feminine really having a very clear sense of boundaries. Okay. So let's continue down this road. There's definitely been some lies. There's definitely been, those are opening up. Those are being cleared up. So let's see where we go. I want to see what we don't see coming. I want to look at any kind of blocks that we might face. Let's ask Spirit for guidance. And I'm going to go get my Merkaba pendulum. Okay. All right. Link is below if you want to continue on. I'll see you over there. All right. I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.